Jimin's Like Crazy has reached the #1 spot on Billboard's Hot 100 list. With the BTS members fulfilling their military duties, there are idols who are doing anything they can to dodge the mandatory military service. In this video, you'll find out how they do it, and why Jimin's father cried listening to his solo album, and why the content of the album made him feel sad as a parent. BTS's Jimin has reached an impressive milestone in his musical journey as his individual track Like Crazy secured the #1 position on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. The announcement of Like Crazy clinching to the top spot on the Hot 100 chart came on April 3rd, signifying Jimin's debut at this level as a solo performer. The track, released on March 24th as part of his inaugural solo album titled Face, has garnered excessive acclaim from both fans and music critics. The accomplishment of Jimin's solo career follows BTS's enormous international success in recent years. The group has evolved into a cultural sensation, shattering records and boundaries in the music world with their distinctive musical style. Despite the group's worldwide prominence, each member decided to focus on individual pursuits for some time. Jimin is the 4th member to launch his solo album following the group's hiatus announcement, and his initial solo endeavor has achieved tremendous success. As per Billboard, in the first week, Like Crazy amassed 254,000 combined song downloads and CD single sales, along with 10 million streams and 64,000 radio airplay audience impressions. Kudos to Jimin for this outstanding accomplishment. Jin is presently completing his mandatory military service, while J-Hope is likely to join later this month, with the remaining BTS members expected to follow soon next year. However, not every idol is eager to meet their legal responsibilities. Some have been discovered by Korean authorities attempting to dodge military service. On April 3rd, a joint investigation team from the Military Manpower Administration of the Seoul Southern District Prosecutor's Office submitted a 53-page document to the Ministry of Justice detailing the specific accusation of Rappi and the rapper Napla in avoiding military service. The indictment reveals that in February 2021, Rappi and his agency representative A met with Mr. Gu, a broker specializing in military service exemptions. During this meeting, Mr. Gu proposed a scheme for Rappi to feign epilepsy symptoms to evade service, while Napla could cite an exacerbation of mental illness as grounds for exemption. In March 2021, Mr. A signed a contract on Rappi's behalf, including a 50 million Korean won success fee. As part of the argument, they obtained a fabricated story of Rappi experiencing epilepsy. Later in June 2021, when Rappi received a medical certificate for a military service exemption, Mr. Gu texted Mr. A to congratulate him on securing the exemption, stating, "Good, military exempt." According to sources, Rappi's neurologist did not find any abnormalities during his examination and did not prescribe any medication or treatment. However, Rappi insisted on receiving a prescription, claiming that his music career was dependent on it. As a result, he was able to obtain a diagnosis by protesting to his doctor. Similarly, Napla, who shares the same agency as Rappi, was advised by broker Gu to fake the worsening of his mental illness. However, it was discovered that Napla had been regularly visiting a clinic and receiving medication that he did not take. Additionally, the symptoms of his mental illness did not appear to worsen. Recently, the Military Manpower Administration has decided to establish more stringent criteria for military service, particularly for individuals with epilepsy-related convulsive seizures. Medical professionals will be consulted to develop specific guidelines that will take into account the frequency and timing of convulsive seizures, as well as the effectiveness of drug treatment. It has been reported that the broker Gu, a former military member, has exploited the fact that EEG or MRI scans may not show abnormalities in 30 to 40% of epilepsy cases to secure military exemptions for his clients. On the 4th of April, history was made when Jimin became the first Korean solo artist to claim the top spot on the Billboard Hot 100 chart with his latest hit Like Crazy. In order to share this milestone with his fans, the vocalist held a short live session on Weverse. During the livestream, Jimin expressed his deep appreciation for his fans and offered thanks to all the producers who collaborated with him on the album. He also mentioned receiving congratulatory calls from fellow BTS members RM and J-Hope after the chart announcement. Jimin revealed that his father called him to express pride in his son's accomplishment. However, the BTS member also noted that when his father first listened to the album Face, his reaction was not as positive. Jimin recounted that his father initially felt sadness after hearing the tracks on Face. J-Hope, who was watching the livestream, inquired about the reason behind his father's initial response in the comment section. Jimin shared that he had introduced the album to his father, saying it was his first solo effort, but his father expressed sadness and even cried. While Jimin was unsure what specifically about the album made his father feel this way, his father explained that the content of the album made him sad as a parent. Considering that the album explores the emotional distress and pain Jimin experienced throughout the pandemic, it's not surprising that his father found the songs to be saddening. However, the fact that Jimin managed to transform these negative feelings into a groundbreaking work of art is likely among the father's most cherished accomplishments as a parent.